Alright guys, so we are here. It's day 2 of New York Comic Con. We're actually live here at the $7 a pop booth. Like I promised, we're going to do a full in-depth tour of all the amazing stuff they have at this booth, specifically the rare Freddies. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be hunting down all of the rare items that we can find here at New York Comic Con. So here we go. We're starting out at $7 a pop. So here is a quick pan over of the booth. I'm really digging this $7 a pop heavy metal logo that they were able to create for the con. They have a ton of amazing autograph pops right from the get-go. Look at this, we have a 200-piece Hawkeye signed right here, Thor, 80 pieces. Actually, there's another Thor right here signed to, or limited to 50 pieces. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Look at that, Mariotti and Becker. This is a custom 4-pack?
Yeah, this is a generous gift from Mike Becker.
Oh wow.
So it's
that's really
founders.
Cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. All signed and everything.
Yep.
Well, $7 a pop over here is very well stocked, of course, with their famous armors all ready to go. And then moving back over to these signed pops, we have Dark Phoenix as well as Rogue. We have a bunch of beautiful Blacklight Nightmare Before Christmas pops, all super limited. And then over here we have all of the amazing Freddies. So we are gonna break down each and every single one. I don't think I've ever seen this many beautiful, super limited pieces in one spot. So we have to take advantage of this opportunity. So going over to the first case here, we have the 480-piece Frankenberry, 480-piece metallic Blueberry. This one's also metallic, I should have added that. And this is also the third in the trio here, the hat trick of the original Cereal Monsters. Count Chocula, also metallic, 480 piece from San Diego Comic-Con 2011. You very rarely see these, let alone all three of them in one spot. But it gets even crazier as we have Freddy Funko as Superman here, limited to only 48 pieces from San Diego Comic-Con 2011. I love that Funko logo on his chest, super cool. Up top here we have the Freddy Funko Ramon, limited to 48 pieces from 2011 San Diego Comic-Con. That one is another beautiful one. And then just like we had down here with Frankenberry, up here we actually have Freddy Funko as Frankenberry, and he is limited to 125 pieces from San Diego Comic-Con 2011. Also from that same year, we have Freddy Funko as Count Chocula. Once again, 125 piece limited edition. So interestingly enough, they never made a Boo-Berry. We never got a Freddy Funko as Boo-Berry. There's a great shot of the Count Chocula. Sorry for the glare, guys. And there is Frankenberry right there. Awesome, beautiful pieces. And that's just the first shelf. Now moving on down to the second shelf, we have Freddy Funko as Beetlejuice, limited to 96 pieces from San Diego Comic-Con 2012. We also have Freddy Funko as the Kiss Demon, 96 piece, once again from San Diego Comic-Con 2012. We have a Freddy Funko Martian back there, another super rare piece coming in from, once again, San Diego Comic-Con 2012. No sticker or anything on there, but that was the year that it was actually released. Then moving on down here, we have the metallic winged monkey from the Wizard of Oz. This is limited to 480 pieces from San Diego Comic-Con 2011. When do you ever see such rare San Diego Comic-Con exclusives? Like, they just don't make them the way they used to. They also have the Freddy Funko Winged Monkey. So here's the regular Winged Monkey, and then Freddy Funko Winged Monkey, limited to 48 pieces from San Diego Comic-Con 2011. Up here we have a Glow Martian. This one's limited to 480 pieces, and then we have the Metallic Martian, limited to 480 pieces. Both of these, of course, from Mars Attack. Now moving on down here, it's just gonna get even crazier as we have Freddy Funko as Bumble, limited to 96 pieces. The V for Vendetta Freddy, limited to 96 pieces. Then we have the Freddy Funko as Leatherface. I just love the way they designed that mold, so cool. They actually made his eyes drooping like that, just like Leatherface, of course. So freaking cool. Then right here we have one of my personal favorites, and a Freddy that I am super fortunate to own. This is the Freddy Funko 501st Clone Trooper. Oh, they actually got it wrong. Somebody put the 401st Clone Trooper. It should be Freddy Funko as the 501st Clone Trooper, 96 piece from San Diego Comic-Con 2012. Then we have another beautiful glow chase pop here with Mike Wazowski, the famous little monster from Monsters Inc. And this of course is an amazing glow piece, and it also has the original red Disney Store logo from San Diego Comic-Con 2011. Such an amazing one. Now up here we have some really unique Freddys that most people probably don't even know about. These were not regular releases, so you could only get these as a giveaway. You could not purchase these. I believe there was also like a mail-in program at the time to get one of these Freddys. So this is the green Crystal Freddy, and then we also have the red Crystal Freddy. Now I'm actually fortunate to be an owner of one of the red Crystal Freddys. Both of these of course are limited to only 50 pieces. But guys, let's move on down to the bottom shelf really quick. Down here we have the Freddy Funko as Joker, limited to San Diego Comic-Con 2013, only 200 pieces on this bad boy. Down here we have the Jamie Lannister Freddy, limited to 96 pieces from 2013 San Diego Comic-Con. Then we have the Snow Miser, that's such a beautiful one. 2013, 96 pieces. And then we also have Freddy as the RV Walker from San Diego Comic-Con 2013. I actually used to own that one at one point. And then right here we have the beautiful Droids Boba Fett. Love this piece. I actually am lucky enough to have it in my collection. Such a cool Boba Fett version. But guys, that was just one case. Now we're gonna go over to the next case, and this is actually the crown jewel in my own personal collection. Freddy Funko as Boba Fett, limited to 196 pieces from San Diego Comic-Con 2014. Also from 2014, actually it looks like most of the next few that we're gonna look at are from 2014 San Diego Comic-Con. We have the clear Freddy Funko. He was limited to 96 pieces. Super hard to tell, of course, with the glare, unfortunately. And then this is our holy grail. This is the pop that we would love to own someday, but may not happen because look at that price tag. The Dark Knight Heath Ledger Joker Freddy. Such a beautiful one. I love the fact that they actually have the playing card with the F on there for Funko with the crown. He was limited, unfortunately, to only 96 pieces, so that's why he carries such a hefty price tag. Down here, we actually found a 24-piece Freddy. This is the Marshmallow-fied Ray Stans, once again from San Diego Comic-Con 2014. Then we have another great Ghostbuster here with Peter Venkman. He was limited to 300 pieces. And then we have Egon Spangler. He was limited to 300 pieces as well. Then we're moving into the turtles here. We have the only Freddy Funko turtle that wasn't limited to 24 pieces. This is Freddy Funko as Raphael, limited to 300 pieces. We are actually lucky enough to have this one in our collection as well. Hey guys, so I'm jumping in here to give you a voiceover for the remainder of the video. While I was filming in the $7 a pop booth, there was somebody walking by with a really interesting cosplay, but part of their costume had a boombox that was just blasting music. So in an effort here to not get copyrighted here on YouTube, I'm going to be doing a little voiceover narration for the remainder of the video. And there are some amazing pieces in play. So let's get back to the footage. So moving on into the next case here, we have Freddy Funko as Heimdall, limited to 300 pieces. Then we have Freddy Funko as Twisty. I believe he was a 196 piece limited edition. Then we have Freddy Funko as Olaf. And then coming on down here, we actually have the 24-piece glitter version of him, which was super cool. Then we have the pair of Jack Skellington Freddys. One of those was 196, with the other one being a 24-piece glitter limited edition. Then we had the Freddy Funko as Stan Lee, limited to 96 pieces. And then moving on down here, we have Freddy Funko as Vault Boy. These are all from 2016 here, as we're moving on to Ernie and Bert. Those were both 400-piece limited editions. Then we have Freddy Funko as Hulk Hogan, Bender here. These are both from 2015. And then we have Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. He was limited to 500 pieces. There's also a bloody variant. And then moving back to 2016, we have Freddy Funko as Charlie Brown in the yellow shirt. Now moving on to the next display case here, we have the whole set of the Freddy Flux Pops. Super cool, all limited to 400 pieces. Then I just showed off Freddy Funko as Sting, as well as Freddy Funko as Doctor Strange. And once again, showing off these beautiful Freddy Fluxes. I absolutely love the box style that they use for these. Then moving on down here, we have Freddy Funko as the Poe Dameron X-Wing fighter pilot. Then we have the Kingdom Come Superman from 2017. And then from 2018, we have Freddy Funko as the Alien. Now moving on down here, we have Freddy Funko as the Blue Power Ranger, the 24-piece Black Power Ranger, and then we have the 525-piece White Power Ranger, as well as the gorgeous Red Power Ranger. Now moving on down here, we have the 400-piece Freddy Funko as Yoda, then the Black Devil Freddy, followed up by the Red Devil Freddy, both from San Diego Comic-Con 2018. And then coming on down here, we have the beautiful Stranger Things Freddy set. They had all four, both Steves, Upside Down Will, which you're about to see, and then we just had Dustin. And they were actually selling this entire four set of Freddys as a set. So they didn't have individual prices, and I actually zoom in right here. You can see they were asking $3,200 for this set, which is pretty crazy. Moving on down here, we have Freddy Funko as the non-metallic Genie from 2019, followed up by Black Manta. Then we have Kurt Cobain from 2018, and then we have an amazing Star Wars piece, the pre-release of the Sith Trooper, limited to 200 pieces. Then we had C-3PO, followed up by Freddy Funko as Frankenstein, both versions, the 350-piece regular version, followed up by the 24-piece Glow. Next up, we have Freddy Funko as Cobra Commander, followed up by the Night King, as well as the original Mad Hatter from 2016. Moving on down here, we have the Oompa Loompa, Fred Flintstone, which was limited to a very weird number, 333 pieces, followed up by He-Man, he was 400 pieces, and then we had Skeletor. Really, really hard to find pieces these days. Now, moving over to this other display case, we had some very unique Freddys. We have a 9-inch Freddy Funko as Buzz Lightyear, followed up by some very interesting artist Marvel cards. These actually were not for sale. They were just on display for the con only. We have another Toy Fair 9-inch Freddy back there with the green hair, and then a metallic 9-inch Freddy Funko as Buzz. Down here, we have the Blacklight Jabawa Keys pop that released last year during Fun Days, followed up by the beautiful Blacklight Optimus Prime. And then we have another really interesting one with the gold Gecko-ween Gecko. And then down here is a classic Mega Grail with the Planet Arlia Vegeta. Then we have the 200-piece gold LeBron James, followed up by the Hall H Ahsoka, which they did give quite a few of them out at New York Comic Con. Then we have the 24-piece gold chrome Freddy, followed up by a NBA pop, which I can't see the name of. Then we have the metallic Shazam, limited to 240 pieces, followed up by the pink hair Fanatics Day Out Freddy, limited to 96 pieces, and then the 9-inch pink hair Freddy once again. Then we have Sloth here in the Superman shirt. He was a 2014 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Only 2,500 pieces on him, followed up by Director Freddy and then Andrew Wiggins from the NBA line. Now down here, they did have a pair of some very unique fluffy pops, which I thought were really cool and ones that I had never seen. Then we have another 9-inch Freddy Funko. Also super cool to see those. Those are very rare. And then to end off with this case, we have a Glow Chase Jason Voorhees and a Glow Chase Michael Myers. Now moving into this next area, you're going to see a lot of wacky wobblers. And we're going to be pausing a few times so you guys can see how incredibly rare and how cool these are. So starting off, we had Count Chocula and Frankenberry, and then now we have a trio of Iron Mans. And I'm going to pause it right here for a quick second. If you guys can see those little boxes that are actually displayed behind the 3 Tony Stark Wacky Wobblers here, those are actually very old Fun Days boxes that they actually used to give out, and you would open it up to see what wobblers you got way back in the day prior to 2010. So now continuing on, we have some more Freddy Wobblers here. These are the Tuxedo Freddy Wobblers, all different variants, all varying piece counts. And then on top of this magnificent display, we have several 36-inch Freddy vinyl figures. You'll see the purple shirt one and then the Toy Fair one. Very, very rare pieces. And then now moving on down to the second shelf, we have a couple more very interesting Funko products here. You'll see some very familiar characters in these TV screen-like cases. We just saw Dick Dastardly, and then we also had Muttley in that one. Now down here, I want to pause really quick. So the next items that we're going to be taking a look at are actually giant Funko banks, and these were limited to 18 pieces, which are freaking insane. So the first one that we have here is the Spider-Man one. I love the spider logo on his shirt, and then of course he's holding the Spider-Man Pez dispenser. Then we have the Kiss one where he actually has the demon sticking out his tongue. Love that one. I also love all the makeup and all the details they were actually able to put on Freddy. So freaking cool. The next one we have here is the Big Bang Theory inspired one. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Where he's actually wearing the Bazinga shirt and then he's holding a little Sheldon. The next one down here is a really cool Star Wars one. So we have the Yoda inspired one where he's holding Yoda. There's a Boba Fett version, which I would absolutely love to own, but it's crazy in price and I don't even know where I'd put it. Then we have the Darth Vader one with the Empire logo on it. And then I want to pause right here for another quick second. So if you guys can take a look towards the back of your screen here where you see this Walking Dead inspired giant wobbler of Freddy here. He's got a little monster Pez dispenser that he's actually holding, but if you look on his shirt, it doesn't actually say The Walking Dead, it says The Wobbling Dead, which is just so freaking cool. Such a great play on words that they were able to do for this specific Freddy. And then the next and final one in this particular display is this amazing Batman Freddy, and of course he's holding a little Batman Pez dispenser. Absolutely love all these. So freaking cool to see them all on display like this. Now moving on to the other side of the display case, it just gets even crazier. It's insane. We have another 36-inch vinyl Freddy here on the top. Once again, asking, crazy prices. I'm actually going to pause it again right here. So I did actually have the opportunity to talk to Lee from $7 a Pop. It was super awesome finally getting to meet him in person. And he actually told me that he loves bringing out these rare items for big events like New York Comic Con. And truth be told, they put a lot of crazy prices on these items with the intention of not selling them. They want to keep these items in their personal vault, in the $7 a Pop company collection, because they can continue to bring these items to future cons and show off pieces of Funko history that are very rare and very hard to find. And I truly respect that. And as much as, I would love to see collectors like a lot of you guys out there be able to own these items, I think having some of these set aside and preserved in the manner that they are being preserved is actually a really good thing for the hobby. So I just wanted to throw that out there really quick. I know there's going to be some people in the comments who are going to say that these prices are absolutely insane. They are insane, and that's the reason. So moving on into this next set of wobblers, we have a Sleestack Freddy. We also have another couple of the Freddy with the suit there. Now we have some Crystal Freddy wobblers, which were absolutely insane to see. I've never seen pieces like that in person before. And then we had a trio of Elvis Freddy Funkos. Were very, very cool wobblers right here. And these are actually from Fun Days 2003, which you guys can see on the top of the box there. Freaking crazy. Now moving on down here, we have a pair of Freddy Funko as Boo Berries. Moving on to the next one, we have another Kiss inspired wobbler, and then we have a couple, I believe it's like Kung Fu. I can't remember those characters off the top of my head. And then we have Skeletor, as well as Freddy Krueger right there. So both very cool ones, to say the least. Then down here we have a regular Hulk metallic Wacky Wobbler, as well as Freddy Funko as Ronald McDonald. Then a pair of Freddy Funko as Darth Maul, which we finally got a Freddy Funko as Darth Maul Pop last year for San Diego Comic-Con 2022. And then moving on back here, we actually have a pair of Freddy Funko as Spider-Man Wobblers. Both these are so freaking cool. I would love to own one of these in my collection someday, but it is just so freaking cool to see stuff like this at a big event like New York Comic Con. Now moving on to the next few that we have here. I just zoomed in on the Spider-Man so you guys can enjoy those for a minute. I wanted to showcase these Freddy Funko as the Human Torch. Both versions, one with the chrome base, one without, and I absolutely love all the detail they managed to capture in this Freddy. He's got the Fantastic Four logo on his chest, if you guys can see that. And I just love when they take Freddy and they completely mesh him into the character that they're dressing him up as. And that's what they did with all of these wobblers. They're not head swaps. You know, Freddy is actually molded into the character that he is, you know, identifying as or dressing up as for that specific collectible. And I absolutely love it. All right, so now moving into the final side of the case here, there is a lot of prototype pops. And I know there's a lot of people out there who do collect the protos. They're very cool to see in person. They also had a few proto sodas, which I thought was fantastic. And then up here, of course, we have those giant Batman Dorbs, like the Zurana, and then there's the blue and green one, as well as the regular Batman. And then over here, I'm going to pause it again, I wanted to showcase these super cool Captain America and Iron Man Freddy vinyl figures. And of course, they also have the Joker over there, as well as He-Man, and then there's that regular blue shirt Freddy. But the Captain America, come on. So flippin' cool. I think I could convince Joanna to find a spot in our house just for this one, just because I love Captain America so much. But continuing on here, we have a lot more prototype pops in this second shelf. There's actually that really cool Care Bear on the Cloud Ride back there that I recognize. Some of them I did not recognize, some of them I did. And then moving on back down to this shelf, we actually have some retro Freddys, and these are very limited. Some of these were limited to 100 pieces. Very difficult to find in good condition nowadays because Funko is so popular. You probably can't see because of the glare, but that one particular vinyl Freddy is wearing a Count Chocula shirt, followed up by a Boo Berry and a Frankenberry shirt. Then moving on down here, we have the Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Captain America vinyl Freddys, all from 2015 San Diego Comic-Con. So freaking cool that they had the whole set. Back here we also have the Joker, followed up by Batman. They also made a Robin. We finally got a Robin Freddy Funko here in 2023 with that chase from Fun on the Run. And then there was another Batman vinyl Freddy. So freaking cool to see all four of these. And that pretty much rounds out the tour for the $7 a pop booth. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This was incredible to see in person, and even though I know not everybody was able to go to New York Comic Con to see this, hopefully you guys enjoyed, you know, the close-up of all these incredible pieces, super rare, super hard to find through this video. So if you did enjoy, do me a favor, drop a comment down below. What was your favorite piece that you saw? And it would really help the video out if you smash that like button. But I do have a couple pickups that I want to highlight for some stuff that we did end up getting from New York Comic Con. And I actually have two specific people that I need to shout out because they're amazing. The first person that I'm giving a huge shout out to is my man Popo Razzie. If you guys are not following him over on TikTok or Instagram, I highly encourage you to do so. He was kind enough to wait in line at the Funko booth for his regular time slot and pick up a pop for us, which means the world to Joanna and I. Joanna especially, because she really wanted this one. Guys, check out the official con sticker of the McNugget here, and he does have the little buckets in front of him. This was such a cool piece, and I believe this was up there as far as like number 2 or number 3 most desired pieces from the con. I know this was Joanna's number 1, so thank you, Brian. It was incredible getting to actually spend a little bit of time with you at the convention. Joanna got to meet you for the first time, which was phenomenal, and we can't wait to see you again in the future, hopefully at another Funko event. But hey, if we run into you somewhere else, maybe at a Taylor Swift concert, I will be more than happy to hang out with you there as well. The next two items are very special, and I want to give a huge shout out to my man Riley, aka Boston Pops. He actually found us right around the Funko booth while we were hanging out at New York Comic Con, so kudos to you, man, for finding us, because there was a lot of people that day. But not only did he find us and come up to us, he gave us 2 very special pops that we're going to be auctioning off during our Toys for Tots Whatnot auction on November 18th. And these are some amazing pieces, guys. All right, so first item we have, both with the con sticker, by the way, because Raleigh doesn't play around. We have the brand new Indiana Jones with the snakes. Absolute beautiful pop right here. so kind of him to, you know, want to donate this to our giant Toys for Tots charity drive. So Riley, thank you so much. But it doesn't stop there, as we have another amazing piece that he is going to be adding to the catalog for that very special night. If you guys have not bookmarked that stream, I will link it down below. Go check it out. If you haven't signed up for Whatnot, we do have a link down below that will get you $15 off your very first purchase. Go follow us on there. We got a lot of big stuff coming up, and we're actually going to have a lot of very special guests for that specific auction. The second piece that he gave to us was the High Evolutionary from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and I think that he is the best villain since Thanos. I think he did an incredible job. Shout out to the actor, and now we have this incredible piece to add to that auction. So Riley, thank you so much. It is truly appreciated. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed all of the NYCC content. I wanted to get more. Next year, we do have a game plan to be a little bit more aggressive so I can get more content for the channel. But thank you guys for all the support and your understanding with, you know, it being a little bit difficult sometimes to film at these events just with so many people, because I don't want to interrupt their shopping and I don't want to ruin anybody else's con experience. You know, we're just going there as well. Any footage we can get is just bonus and icing on the cake. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't stop shooting until you score.